Introducing error analysis utilizing the data logging of the MELSEC iQ-R series PLC CPU module. No additional equipment needed. You can carefully analyze the error cause. Equipment errors that cannot be traced to specify the cause. Error recurrence is a concern. The data logging file transfer function is the solution. Using the data logging function and data logging file transfer settings of the PLC CPU module, errors that occurred in the middle of the night can be carefully analyzed at the following day. For example, logging settings can be performed without any additional modules, without changing the program, and even without stopping the PLC CPU module. In this video, the iQ-R series is used for analysis, but a similar analysis can also be performed for QN-UTV or iQ-R series by adding an SD memory card. Now, we'll show a simple introduction of the flow from settings to course analysis. First, select the device that trains when equipment error occurs and the device to log at that time. Next, launch the logging configuration tool. Select the trigger logging CSV file and CPU built-in memory and set sampling interval to each scanning cycle. Set the device to be logged in the logging target data and specify the device for error judgment as the trigger condition. Since the sampling interval is set to each scanning cycle, the number of records becomes the number of scans, so it can adjust the logging time by the number of records set before and after the trigger. Perform the setting to transfer the created data logging file to a PC using the function for transferring an FTP server file. In the file transfer settings, input the FTP server information. The CPU modules and PC can be connected by an Ethernet cable, either directly or via a hub. After performing the remaining settings, perform writing of the logging settings and start logging from the data logging status display and operation screen. In this way, the set data logging file is generated based on trains in the trigger device, and the CSV file is transferred to the PC. By performing the above settings, errors that occurred in the middle of the night can be carefully analyzed at the following days, for example. In addition, waveform display can be done by reading the CSV file into GX LogViewer software. When the CPU module logging configuration tool and GX LogViewer introduced in this video are installed at the same time as GX Works 3, they can be used immediately, or they can be downloaded for free from the Mitsubishi Electric FA site. In addition, we also offer the high-speed data logger module for logging when there are more devices than CPU modules, or for program-less setting of complex trigger conditions, and the system recorder for saving on device to enable an analysis of even unexpected causes. Please give them a try as well. Careful analysis after the error occurs without adding modules, changing the program, or stopping the PLC CPU module is possible. Please take advantage of the data logging and the data logging file transfer functions.